Good morning and happy Sunday. You can start pulling away from people and feel relieved at first. The phone gets quieter. You stay home more. Your body loosens a little because nobody needs anything from you for a while. And pretty soon, fewer demands start feeling like the only place you can breathe. Here's today's question. Why am I pulling away from people and part of me feels better, but part of me knows something's off? Thank you for trusting me with that, because I think a lot of people are living through this and not even sure what to call it. I think one easy way to see what this can look like is when your phone goes off, lights up, right? And before you even read the message or know who's calling, you already feel tired, or you simply roll your eyes. You probably care about the person. I'm not denying that. You just don't know if you have it in you for another conversation where you have to explain yourself or carry the energy or the conversation or act more okay than you really feel. So you tell yourself you'll answer later. Then later turns into tomorrow. And eventually people stop getting the deeper version of you. The hurt part, the frustrated part, the tired part. The part that needs comfort too. And I think this is where people get confused, because the relief is real. The silence feels good for a reason. You're finally getting a break from people needing a piece of you all the time. But somewhere in there, something else quietly starts happening too. Your life gets calmer maybe, but also smaller. Fewer plans, fewer calls, maybe fewer moments where someone really knows what's going on with you. Eventually, the silence that helped you recover starts becoming the main thing that is shaping your life. You didn't want your whole life to become this quiet. You wanted relief. For me, this is what ridiculously real mental health looks like. It's being honest that the silence feels good for a reason, and also honest that too much silence starts changing you. Because rest and shutting the world out aren't the same thing. And if somebody stays emotionally unreachable long enough, eventually people stop reaching. Sometimes they think they're respecting the distance or assume you want to be left alone. Sometimes they stop checking because they don't want to feel rejected either. And that's where this starts hurting in a different way, because even while you're pulling back, there's still usually a part of you that wants somebody to notice. Just notice you without being overwhelmed. Just a check-in. A reminder that you still matter even when you go quiet. That contradiction wears people out. You needed space because life started feeling too full of other people's needs. But another part of you still wants closeness, reassurance, even warmth and connection without feeling drained afterward. And honestly, I think part of what hurts is realizing how many relationships started feeling like work instead of somewhere you could land. You start missing the version of yourself who used to look forward to people instead of recovering from them afterwards. If you stay disconnected too long, you stop expecting anyone to know what's really going on. You get used to carrying life privately. And after a while, that can start feeling normal even when it's lonely. And the hard part is, people may start respecting your distance without realizing a part of you still wishes somebody safe would come closer. That's why this question matters, because the answer probably isn't forcing yourself to be around more people. And it also isn't building a life where nobody can reach you anymore. It's finding people you don't have to recover from afterwards or rehearse before you talk. People where honestly doesn't feel like work. And that doesn't mean you go back to the people who made you feel empty either. If pulling away feels better, but something still feels off, listen to both parts. The relief is telling you something was too much. The ache is telling you connection still matters. Thank you for trusting me with this. If you want to share your story or send in a question, you can send me an email at drshannon@kfvs12.com. And always remember, you are worth it. Lean into being the best version of yourself, one small step at a time. Happy Sunday.